Hey guys, good morning everybody. Today is Friday, January 17th. It is 6:23 right now. We got market opening up in about 7 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. It's got a few things here to update and we should be good to go. Good. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, link is sent out. And it looks like we are good to go. So as people join in, I'm going to go ahead and start marking up liquidity over here. Gotta make adjustments to the copier here. So I'm just going to trade on my Apex accounts and possibly my Purdy and the other props for today. So make sure everything's here set properly. Looks good. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. Looks like people are still making their way in. So as people join in, I'm going to go ahead and start marking liquidity over here. I'm just going to mark up the closest prices because we've left. I mean, a lot of these liquidity has not been triggered pretty much all week. We haven't had much of a direction this week, guys. I think Monday was like a directional day. Otherwise, every other day has been kind of choppy. So the 1 hour, to the 30 minute, down to the 10 minute. Yeah, like all this liquidity has been sitting here pretty much all week. It's not been hit yet. It looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, market's gonna open up in about 2 minutes. Looking over here at the breakout, I'm not taking the breakout today because we're currently on the risk off plan. So until we have a win for the breakout, I can't take the breakout. However, it looks like the breakout for today is going to be a buy. So if you guys are looking to take it, I will mark it up for you guys here. However, I will not be taking it. We'll just be following it. See what's here so far. Morning, Christian. Morning, Maria. Morning, everybody. All right, guys, market's gonna open up shortly in about a minute. Again, breakout for today is going to be a buy. I'm not going to be taking it, but I will be following it for you guys here. I'll be looking for some micro scalps along the way. but the breakout for me is a no-go. We had news this morning. Let me check the calendar real quick. We had news this morning at 5:30. It was housing starts at right there, all positive. Price followed it properly today. The housing starts right here. Not a weird candle, but there we go. All right, guys, we got market opening up in about 40 seconds. Again, direction for the breakouts today is going to be a buy. I'm not taking the breakout, but I will be following it for you guys. Hey, morning. All right, guys, market is opening up in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Market is now open. So there goes a breakout currently running. Mark at that 50-point mark, which is going to be right there. Here to the 100 mark. Again, I'm not in the breakout, guys. We have 2 losses for the breakout, so I'm following the risk off plan. I'm not going to be able to take the breakout until we have 1 win. So I'm just following the breakout here, but not taking it. Currently have a bullish momentum here, so I'll be looking to possibly look for some micro scalps in that same direction. I'll wait here for the market here to kind of stabilize a little bit before I start looking for some micro scalps. So you guys can see all of the liquidity sitting below here. There's a ton of liquidity. This price has been pushing up. We have a pending sell signal here. Hey, Barack, morning. Pending sell signal here with the green candle. Looking at our clean chart over here, price is finally away from those levels from yesterday. Here is the current consolidation zone. Yeah, so price is pretty much just sitting right here consolidating. You can see it's going sideways right here. Not exactly the best area to be looking for some trades, but that's where we're at. Market opening price right there, color that blue. There's a possible micro scalp entry right here if you guys are looking to take that. It would be right here at the 690 price point. Another micro scalp opportunity right here. I'm going to wait for market here to kind of move first. So another micro scalp opportunity here at the 680 price point. Again, like I said, I'm going to wait for this here to kind of move a little bit. There's no direction right now. The breakout's still running. I don't know what's up with the market lately, guys. This is kind of what we've been dealing with, the past 3 months. I can't wait for Monday. Like I can't wait for Monday because Monday I think there's going to be a lot of change in the market with Trump getting inaugurated and all that. Here with microscalp, guys, if you guys took that, like I said, microscalp entry was at 680 right there. Price looks like it pushed up about 10 points right there. If you guys are looking to take that microscalp. I'm waiting for the price here to kind of get out of this area. It's currently at the opening price, so I don't like trading at this red flag, of course. So I need price to kind of push up and get a little higher. This is considered a red flag area for opening prices. Hey, Lamar, morning. And yeah, Daniel said Monday's a holiday. So Monday is going to be MLK Day, guys, Martin Luther King Day. And then it's also going to be Trump's inauguration. So we have like, I think a half market. I don't think I'll be trading that day, but, we'll see. For now, I'm not going to be trading, but I'll give you guys a heads up if I do come on the live. But I think volatility will probably be a little crazy that day. Yeah, Daniel said I think Tuesday is going to be wild. I think, yeah, definitely. I think Tuesday for sure is going to be wild. I think this is why the market's like this. See how the market's just going sideways and not really doing anything? It's doing this because it knows that next week is going to be crazy. I think nobody's in the market really pushing price around. So what's going on here is like it's just flat, right? Market's completely flat because on Monday we have MLK Day, which is a holiday, so people are taking an early weekend. And then on top of that, we have Trump getting inaugurated. So obviously that's going to be some craziness too. That's going to be the biggest thing. I think all markets are going to kind of go a little crazy on Tuesday. Especially the crypto markets. As you guys can see, it's being pumped right now, like super heavy. Bitcoin's up over 100 again. XRP is up to $3, I think. It's a frenzy right now. The thing is, like, we don't know if this frenzy is going to stay or if it's going to dump, right? If are people going to rug pull? Because that might be the case. Like, Trump might get inaugurated, the hype will push price up, and then people will rug pull. They'll pull their assets. So I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm ready for the volatility for sure. That volatility is going to help the micro scalps, so it's a good thing. All right, we got price kind of coming down right here, guys. I'll be looking to take some micro scalps. Let's see. I can take a micro scalp, right? Well, that's a little too late for that. I was gonna get a micro scalp in right there. Right here. Looks like it already pushed up. So if you guys took that micro scalp, pushed up about 15 points. We're back at the opening price again, so I can't really take anything right here. This is considered red flag, as you guys know. So there's micro scalps coming up. It's just they're coming up kind of quick. Breakout's still running. Not in the breakout, but the breakout is still running. Still looking for these micro scalps to the upside. Let's see if this here actually pushes up a little more. Again, I'm not going to trade around this red flag here, which is opening price, guys. Waiting for price to push away from this area. You can see nothing's happened here. Price has been going sideways at this point. Here's a clean chart. You can see this is a consolidation area. It's happening right here at the 650 mark. 650 mark price is kind of just sitting there, not really doing much. Here's the SR chart. Looking at the SR chart, price is currently at the resistance, it looks like. That's nothing going on here. So here's the support and resistance chart. You guys can see price is currently ranging between, or it's like choppy between this resistance and this support. It's not really going anywhere. It's kind of sitting right there, going back and forth. So you guys can see the price action today, again, is not very good. Stuck within this area. Same with the clean chart. Stuck within this area. Our main chart, it's again just stuck within this area. There's nothing to take here, nothing to really follow. There's a possible micro scalp opportunity right here, but obviously I wouldn't take it. Micro scalp right there at 659. The only problem here is that like it's like right at the opening price, right? So the micro scalp right there just got filled, but it's gonna have to push through this area, and this is an area of manipulation. There we go, another micro scalp that I just marked up right there for you guys. So that micro scalp right there pushed up from that point, about 7 points. The problem here is that we're at this red flag, so like it's really hard to take trades around this area. Because you can see how it bounces directly off the blue line, right? That's why I don't want to take trades around this area because I'm not trying to get caught in this whipsaw movement. So I need price to really push above this blue line, come up here. Once it comes up here, I'll be looking for some entries around this open area. But I don't really want to trade within that red flag right there. Yeah, Sam. Sam said brilliant open, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. See, this is why I can't take the breakouts right now. Like the breakout's been struggling because there's no direction. If there was at least some direction to the upside or to the downside, it doesn't matter which direction. It would be a lot better, but there just isn't. You can see our price is just going sideways. Again, another micro scalp entry right here that just came up, guys. It was at the opening price, so I wasn't really looking to take it, but you can see right there, I did push up from this black line about 7 points. On average, it's pushing up around 7 points when it gets past this area. But you guys can see right here at the blue line, every time it taps it, it comes back down, right? It gets highly manipulated. And that's why I don't want to trade around this area because I don't want to get manipulated out of the position. So I'm going to just be patient and wait for this here again to push out of this area. It's getting close to like 6:40 right now. I've got about 20 minutes till 7. So I'm going to try to, I mean, obviously I'm going to be patient, but see if this pushes back up. The breakout again is still pushing in profit, guys. It's currently active and running. So there goes a breakout for today for a buy. Still running. So I'll be looking to possibly maybe get into here for a market flow, or sorry, not a market flow, a micro scalp. So we need to wake up here before I can take that micro scalp entry. Got price above that at that liquidity point. And this thing's it's just moving too fast. Again, there's another micro scalp that just came up right here, but it just moved too fast. I wasn't able to even place a pending order right there. So the micro scalp pushed from this point again, and it is right there, up 10 points. So I'll be looking to get a micro scalp up here, possible. Candle has about 30 seconds left on it, but I need to have some space up there. It's not really much space. I need to have at least a little bit of a wick up there. Let's see. All right, candle's closing in about 10 seconds. I will put my pending order right there.
Submitted. Order
I got my
submitted.
pending buy limit waiting right there. And I'll just trail it down if I need to. So yeah, looking at this right here, once this candle closes, I'll move it down a little bit. So there it goes, it pulls back down. Almost got to the 50 points there on the breakout. 30 seconds left on this candle. This does not look like it's going to fill, so I'm going to be dragging this down to right here, 691. If it comes back down to the opening price, probably going to cancel my order and then just wait again. I'll drag it down right here. All right, if this doesn't fill, I'm just going to cancel it. Price again is back at open, so not too much to work with right there again, fortunately. So same range, same consolidation. Price pretty much just pulled right back to the opening price here. I'm going to cancel my order, guys. I don't think this is going to fill.
Order canceled.
I just canceled my order right there. There's no pending order on the chart. I don't think price is going to push up here to fill this. and it's getting back at opening price. So again, guys, we are just waiting here. Not forcing any entries, like I said, guys. I'm being patient, just waiting for price to kind of get out of this area. It's still sitting at this opening price right here. Trying to get that micro scalp in if possible. All right, we got a sell signal here. So if this is the case, I can start looking for micro scalps to the downside. I just need this candle here to close. Once this candle here closes, I'll be looking for some micro scalps to the downside right here. So market's starting to move a little bit. There's like a lot of rangy movement and some choppiness, but it is starting to move a little bit. So be looking to place my order right here at this low wick. About 20 seconds left. Looks like it's going to try to swing back up. All right, I'm just gonna wait. There's no reason for me to put any penny order way down here. This is way too far. It's about like 40 points away. Again, this blue line right here is acting like a magnet, right? So you guys can see why I don't want to trade around the blue line. Because you trade around the blue line right here, and price just keeps getting manipulated back and forth. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens here. Price is currently going into this liquidity zone. Yeah, Brock said that breakout demonstrated a tired price. Yeah, I know. It's it hasn't gone anywhere yet. You can see your price is just going back and forth. The breakout's still running, guys. So the breakout's active. Hasn't hit the 50-point mark yet. So once it hits that 50-point mark, a lot of people are using a trailing stop at the 50 points. So that's like the guaranteed price exit. If it does reach that point, otherwise, I mean, we're kind of just waiting here again for something here to confirm. Okay, so we have this buy signal here. We need this green candle here to close. Once the green candle closes, I will be looking for, or not, it doesn't have to be a green candle, just whatever candle. I'll be looking to put my micro scalp right here at the 668. Got about 40 seconds left on here. Christian said candles have confluence with Biden's journey through the plane stairs, right? Falling down, coming right back up. Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna look to put a micro scalp right here at 688. As soon as, or maybe not 688, we'll see what that is. 691. Candle's closing in about 20 seconds. All right, I'm submitted for a micro scalp. Now I just gotta wait. Just gotta wait and watch it. If it comes up at all. About 40 seconds left on this candle. All right, stop loss is in profit, and I got out for 100 bucks. Not bad, little 100 bucks there. So got in and out right there. You guys can see entry came in, exited. I'm out of the position there, locked in 100 bucks across all my accounts. Not much, but I mean, there goes that micro scalp. Look to get in again right here at this upper area. Candle's closing in about 5 seconds. No, I can't get in right there. It's too fast. All right, so I couldn't get in right there at that micro scalp, unfortunately. It pushed up. I was gonna try to get in at fuck. That would have been a good one right there. So see how that this is a breakout that we were looking for, basically. I think pushed up 27 points. Price action today is just not it. So I'm up about 100 bucks right now across each account. So like 1,000, I guess. I was trying to get in again right here, but these candles are just so blocky. Like this candle would close, and then as soon as I try to put in my order, it just shoots up. you don't want to put an order in when that's happening because you might get an error. Most of the time you'll get an error. Like you probably won't even be able to get into your order because price will already be past your entry point. Um, so the breakout is at 50 points, guys. If you guys are following the breakout here, if your trailing stop has followed, it looks like you might have gotten out at 50 points. If you're still holding on to it, it's on its way up higher to the 100-point mark. So I'll continue to look for some more micro scalps right here. Let me see if I can get in
Or
right here and for the
order
entry if it comes
submitted.
back up. All right.
Order filled.
Got in there again for like another $100. And volatility here is kind of crazy. All right, we'll try to do it again. Above that wick right there. So another $100 right there. Five seconds left on it.
Order submitted.
My pending order up there again, just in case. Breakout kind of just pushed off from the 50 mark right there. So breakout's still active, guys. We'll continue following it. Have another micro scalp waiting up there. You guys can see my orders right here. Got in, got out, got in, got out. This candle here closes. I'll move my entry again down here, 721. Adjusted my entry to that upper wick right there. I gotta watch it because these are happening so fast. If I ever get errors, I just gotta pull out. All right, not filled yet. We got 30 seconds left on this candle. Make some adjustments if necessary, but not quite. We got 10 seconds left on this candle.
Order filled.
Again, 1 point. So like $100 again. Man, it's like it sucks because like it gets to the entry and then it just like fills it and then it closes like super, super quickly. You can see right here, it only filled like maybe one or two, like not even the full contract size. I mean, it's all good. I'll try again right here on this next one. A lot of these, I'm just getting like 1 point. It's pushing up, but the problem is that as soon as it fills, it pulls back a little bit and then I'm out. But this thing pushed up like, 17 points. I might have to adjust my trailing stop to at least 2 points because, yeah, the volatility is not really, it's not really consistent. So I'll try to get in again right here. Got about 10 seconds left on this candle. Let's put my penny.
Order submitted.
Getting closer to 7 o'clock. As we get closer to 7, the volatility here starts to die down a bit, as you guys know. All right, Brox, we need to give this market some laxative. I know the market here is just not very consistent. It's like It'll be volatile, then it gets flat, then it gets volatile, then it gets flat. We want like consistent volatility in the market where it's like climbing and climbing and climbing or coming down. It doesn't matter which direction price goes. You guys can see my entries. I locked in about 1, 2, 3, 4. Too crazy. I'll move this down a little bit. I just need that one big push. If I get that one decently big push, then I'll be perfectly fine. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just, the market today is not super great, of course. We have a pending sell signal here, so I think I might have to cancel my order pretty soon. Let's see, we've got 20 seconds left on this candle. See, price trying to bounce off this liquidity. So I'll drag this down a little bit. All right, just adjust my pending order right there in case price pushes back up. All right, just waiting here for this. We got 40 seconds left on this candle. Twenty seconds left on it. So move it down a little bit more. Unless this candle closes with the sell signal, I'm going to cancel it. No sell signal there, almost. All right, I just adjusted it one more time. I mean, if this candle closes red, it's probably gonna have a sell signal, so I'll probably just cancel my pending order if we get to that point. You guys can see the volatility here starting to die down as we get closer to 7 o'clock. Yeah, Baroxate's somewhat stuck. I agree. I don't think there's any news for today. Christian, not that I know of. Shame. Nope. No news today. All right, so I'm going to cancel my order soon if this here closes with the sell signal. You guys can see it never filled. I just followed it down from here to here to here to here. No fill. And looks like I'm going to be canceling this order shortly. Or not. Let's see. So you drag it down one more. Now I'm going to cancel it. The volatility here is too there's just no volatility right now, so there's no point in me trying to take this order. If you guys want to take it, the micro scalp's going to be right there. I'll follow it. I'm not going to take it. I don't like how the price action is right now. You can see these candles are very, very small and they have really big wicks. Big wick on this side, big wick on this side. It just shows a lot of uncertainty with regards to direction of price. Ah, man, the last 2 days of this week were pretty whack. The first 2, 3 days were pretty nice. Like Monday, Tuesday was pretty solid with our micro scalps because the volatility was pretty decently high. These past 2 days have been really slow. Today was really slow. Of course, price sat right here at the opening price for like maybe a good 30 minutes. And then yesterday we kind of had the same thing. It was like not very much of movement there. Yeah, Brock said he ended up hopping on NQ instead, which is cool. Again, if you guys are looking to take this micro scalp, you can move your trailing, or not your trailing, your pending order again right here. It's now at 706. The sell signal still hasn't closed. It's trying to come back to opening price here. But this is what might happen. Price might bounce off this liquidity. The ATR is currently at 22, so there's like, I mean, it's decent volatility. It's not like super high, but it's decent. There we go. So price gets to that opening price. That was the target we were talking about earlier. So you can see the opening price is acting like a magnet today, right? Price pushes away, pulls back to opening price, pushes down, goes back to opening price. The breakout over here looks like it's already done, guys. So if you guys got out at 50 points, solid work unlocking at least the 50 points right there. I mean, it's still trailing down right now, so there is no entries here. There are no scalp entries. There's just not really much here at all. So the reason why we kind of opted to these micro scalp entries, guys, is because our regular scalps they're just not coming up. If you guys can see over here, there was no momentum reversals. My main trading plan for this year was going to be to take V1 variations and V1 variations and momentum reversals, right? We haven't had those here. Like there was no V1 variations here to the upside. There's V1 patterns, but not V1 variations. And then there's no momentum reversals that are coming up. Like for example, we had a retracement signal here, but there's no V1 variations around this area. Same with this right here. This may be a V1 variation. We have a possible double body rejection. If this closes with the sell signal, this is a V1 variation. But it's going to be hard to tell because you can see right there, the signal just disappears, right? So I don't like taking trades off pending signals like that. So like I said, there was no V1 variation here. It's a V1 pattern. This is actually a pretty good setup because it's rejecting off the liquidity down here. Double body rejection. But we do need we need the retracement signal. So with no retracement signal here, there's no confirmation that price is ready to, fully drop. So what I'll do here is I will probably see if the volatility picks up. If the volatility picks back up, then I'll possibly look for some more micro scalps. I know it's after 7 o'clock, but the thing is there was no volatility here in the first 30 minutes. So there may be volatility later over here for the next hour, right? So you guys can see my entries over here for the micro scalps. I took about 4 entries here. I mean, my profits aren't very high because and you'll see in a little bit, because I'm basically at break even because the fees kind of ate into my profits. And then the slippage as well. There's like some slippage here. I'm net profit for the week, but you guys will see in a few that like my net profits for the day are negative because of the fees that I ate, the commissions, the extra fees, etc. So you'll see here, and I'll share that with you guys in a few. I just want to see if there's any more scalps here that I can possibly get into. So usually my cutoff for these micro scalps is 7 o'clock, but you can see because the volatility here is kind of flat prior to 7 o'clock, the volatility may pick up here as we get deeper into the session. So I'll keep watching for it here if there's any possible opportunity. There's another micro scalp that just came up right here, actually, pushing about 3 points. But you don't want 3 points. You want like those 10, 20 point pushes, right? So keep watching over here to see if the volatility does pick up a little bit. I mean, it looks like it's starting to pick up a little bit. So like there's another micro scalp that came up right here. I think this would be too fast, so you wouldn't be able to get in from here. But again, another 10 points right there with regard to the micro scalp opportunity. So I'll be looking to possibly get in right here. If we get a pretty decent wick where there's space for me to get into my penny order, I'll put a penny order right there for a micro scalp, and then I'll see if I can ride this up a little higher. Because there's some pretty good confluences here. I see the confluence rejection off the liquidity down here, so I think this could be a possible good opportunity for entry if we can get in. So I'll put my buy limit right there.
Order submitted.
Now let's watch it. If the volatility gets flat, I'm just going to cancel my order. There's just like no need to follow it. So candle has 30 seconds left on it.
Filled.
I'm like barely getting out for like a point. It's and the volatility is not. You can see my order right there again. So I got in really quick. It pushed up about 2 points. It pulled back, and then I got out for like 1 point. So I made like $100 on it. The thing is, I'm still racking up these fees, so I need to get like one of these bigger moves. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for one of these bigger moves here so that I can cover the fees for the day. Let's see. We got 40 seconds left on this here. And then we have another penny sell signal, of course. So I don't have any pending orders on the chart right now. I'm just waiting for the volatility here to kind of be a little more consistent. It's just when I get in and I get out at 1 point, I'm making gross profit, but then I have to pay commissions and fees, so I end up like in the negative a little bit. Like for one trade, it's not bad, but when you have like a lot of trades, the commissions and fees start to add up. All right, I wasn't able to get into this one right here. It kind of just pushed up right away. Pushed up a little too quick. This is a candle I was looking for too. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as this candle closed, it just ended up pushing right through. All right, so I'll try again right here on this next candle. We got 30 seconds left. I'll try to get in for a micro scalp. Right there at the 719. The good thing here is that we have confluence of price pushing up. So we have price rejecting off the liquidity here, and then you can see price is staying above the pivots, which is a good sign. That's what we want. We want price to stay in some sort of direction. This candle is closing in about 10 seconds. I'll put my pending buy limit above there. If this candle does close with some opportunity, I'm not going to be able to. There's no wick on this one. All right, this next candle. So we need a wick on top because we need some space for us to place our pending order. If we don't have any space there, then it's either going to get an error or it's just not going to fill. So right here again, I'll try to place my my buy limit. Gotta wait for this candle to close about 30 seconds. Place my pending buy limit right there again.
Order submitted.
Pending sell signal, of course. That sell signal closes, I will be canceling my order. I'm just gonna cancel it. I'm looking at the chart right now. Price action is not good
Order
at all.
canceled.
So looking at the price action here, guys, price is just going sideways again. I mean, it's been going sideways the whole day, but it's a little obvious right here. So see how price was going sideways down here where we were waiting? Again, price is going sideways up here now. So it's at the 650, now it's at the 700 going sideways. And the sell signal just closed right there. So it looks like price is going to attempt to come back down to opening price. That's probably the possible area and direction. Here's the good thing. There's a V1 variation pattern setting up right here. There's two V1 variations. There's one right here for price to come down, and then another one right here for price to go up. Ideally, we want the up because we have a bullish trend right here, right? So we want price to go to the upside. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here shortly. That V1 variation double body rejection right there. But again, price is going sideways right here, so I don't really want to trade in this area. I want price to kind of move direction, right? I want price to climb up a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, enough for me to get into these micro scalps. You can't really get into these micro scalps and price is going sideways like this. It's pretty difficult. So there was another micro scalp that came up right here. But again, like I said, the volatility is so low that you have to like really be in like as soon as the candle closes. Came down about 6 points. Ideally, you don't want to look for a micro scalp to the upside. If you guys refresh back to the breakout's still running right now. So you guys can see this is how slow the market's moving. The breakout hasn't even hit yet, and we're almost an hour into the session. So it's probably a good sign that we didn't take the breakout for the day because, this here, of course. All right, so price is coming back down still. Again, I'm just waiting for some sort of movement, some sort of direction here. CJ's asking, hey Sean, did you ever post a video of how to set up trailing stop for a microscope strat and Tradeovate? I don't use Tradeovate, so I'm not sure how to set up a trailing stop. I do believe you can set up a trailing stop in Tradeovate. I just don't know how to do it myself, CJ. I'll try to play around with it and I'll see if I can set it up. If I could set it up, then I'll show you guys a video on it. But I do think I covered it during the mastery class. I would say review the mastery class for day 1, where I covered the Tradeovate platform. And I think there was an option that I saw there. If you can review it, check to see if it was in there. I'll try to review it after this live session. But I didn't make a specific video because I don't use Tradeovate. So the trailing stop I use is for NinjaTrader, but I do think you can use it on Tradeovate. I haven't set it up myself. Because I'm not sure how if it's the same settings. It should be very similar settings though. If you kind of play around with it. The other day, someone asked me to make a video for the microscope strategy. So not with the trailing stop, but with I have a screenshot of my NinjaTrader. That's why so all I use is NinjaTrader. I don't use Tradeovate at all because I can't copy the trades if I'm on Tradeovate. But I did tag people in in my settings. But these settings are for Ninja. They're not for Tradeovate. Yeah, someone asked for my settings for Ninja. They're up here. Like if the Tradeovate settings show the same box, then I mean you would just put the same settings in, but I'm not sure what it looks like on Tradeovate. Because the thing is I don't trade on Tradeovate since I can't use the copier on there. But these would be the settings. You just put it all to 1. So that whenever price moves in profit like 1 point, you basically guarantee 1 point. It's like a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because you'll get out at break even a lot of the times or like at 1 point, but you also protect your downside. So that's why I still use that one. I'm thinking of maybe switching it to like maybe 2 points so that I can guarantee at least 1 to cover the commissions and fees. Because when I have it at 1 point, if I get out at break even, it's I just end up eating the fees, which is not horrible. The fees aren't that bad, but still, it'll eat into my profits, of course. All right, we have a buy signal here that came up. We need 1 confirming candle to confirm the direction, or just to confirm the momentum at least. And then once we have that, I could possibly put up a pending order for the. Now, you know what? I'm gonna wait a little bit again, guys. This is there still isn't any direction. I mean, you guys can see here, it's pretty obvious, right? Price has been going sideways right here for the past hour now. I need price to actually climb up, so I need it to push up. up, up a little bit higher. I don't want to be trading around this middle area right here so much. And then we got another sell signal here. This is another sign. When you guys see momentum signals come up right after each other, this shows you that there's no bias with regards to direction. You get a buy signal, sell signal, buy signal, etc. You can see that the market doesn't know where to go. There's no one really pushing price around. It seems like people are on early vacation today, which, I mean, makes sense, but yeah, we want some movement here. Like something here. See, Sam said, fuck it, I'm trading Bitcoin, gold all at the same time was not planned. Yeah, so Sam is bouncing around to different assets. Let me check NQ real quick. NQ is going sideways too, guys. It's not just YM. So NQ is going sideways right here. Let's check ES. ES is moving a little bit, but it's still going sideways. Let's check gold. Gold is, it's going sideways too. It looks like everything's going sideways. The market in general is just flat today. Crude oil. Crude oil it was going sideways and it came down a little bit, but it's still. The thing is, you can apply this micro scalp strategy to pretty much any asset. You don't have to trade it on YM. I trade on YM, but you can trade it on nearly anything. Yeah, the market just sucks today, guys. I showed you like 5 different assets. Everything is going sideways. YM's going sideways, and Q, ES, gold, oil. I don't know what else is there to look at. Not really much. All right, Nikki. Yeah, Nikki said, have a great weekend, everyone. See you on Tuesday. Yeah. I mean, there's no need to force any trades here, guys. I'll keep looking. If the volatility ever decides to pick up from now until like 7:30, 8 o'clock, then okay, great. Maybe I'll look for some entries, but I'm not going to force anything here. I'm just going to wait. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then, unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Nikki said wiki wacky. Exactly. CJ said the market is in anticipation for Trump to get into office. Yeah, I think that's what it is. People are taking an early weekend, like 4-day weekend, because Monday is going to be a holiday, and then Trump is going to be inaugurated on Monday as well. So I think Tuesday is going to be pretty crazy, guys. I think Tuesday is going to be interesting. It's going to be pretty interesting. Volatility is going to be through the roof on that day. So I think on Tuesday, I'm going to wait a little bit for the market to kind of stabilize before I start taking any trades. I mean, it wouldn't really matter too much. Well, I mean, I guess if the breakout here hits, the breakout still hasn't hit yet. So if you guys are following the breakout, it's almost an hour in with no breakout hit. We got 50 points. So if you guys got out at the 50, great. But the 100 points have not been hit yet. So the breakout is still running and it's still active. This is why I'm still okay with taking some certain entries to the buy side, because the breakout hasn't hit yet. So I'm still expecting price to push up this full 100, right? So for these micro scalps, typically I'm done trading at 7, but because there hasn't been any directional movement, I feel like there's a directional movement that may happen a little later in the session. So yeah, usually my 7 o'clock cutoff is not a strict cutoff. It's just a cutoff for like volatility. But the thing is, volatility has been flat all day. So since it's been flat, I'm going to wait for that volatility to pick back up, which I'm anticipating to push up since the breakout is for a buy. Ideally, I would only go in the direction of the breakout. I don't want to fade my own trade, of course. That just doesn't make sense. So I'd be looking for some possible entries here for a buy, of course, if it ever happens. Let's see. Christian is asking, was there a momentum reversal here? Yeah, there actually was. I didn't even see that. The volatility was too low though, so I wasn't even paying attention. But yes, there was a momentum reversal that happened right here. Christian, did you catch that one? I mean, it's still running. I guess I can micro scalp my way into it. I would need to wait for a buy signal to come up though. So yeah, the entry is currently running right now for a momentum reversal, guys. Thanks, Christian, for calling that out. I mean, the volatility here is so flat that like it's hard to take an entry around this area, but this is a momentum reversal entry, which is currently running right now. So I'll look for some micro scalp entries here. There's a lot of confluences here for a buy, so I think it's a good, there's opportunity here. I just need this candle to close. Once this candle closes, I'll be looking to get in with a micro scalp above this candle here. Candle has about 40 seconds left on it. Yeah, the volatility here is not super great, so it makes it a tricky entry to take these regular scalps. Candle has about 26 seconds left on it. $15 seconds left on it. Oh my
Order submitted.
right there. See if it pushes up. Volatility is pretty dead. I'm not gonna, if this doesn't fill, I'm just gonna cancel. I'm not gonna continue following it unless the volatility kind of pushes up, because the volatility here is just, yeah, I'm not gonna trace this one. About 10 seconds left on this candle. And I'm gonna cancel it.
Order canceled.
All right, orders canceled. Like I said, guys, the volatility here is it's just not there. It's trying to climb up, so you can see your price is trying to go up, but the like this is not a good market to be trading in because price is like literally going sideways. That's why I'm not taking any trades here unless it's a micro scalp. Because for the micro scalp, I can get in and out very quickly, but for like regular scalps here, you see how you get trapped in this position. I would probably use a 10-point trailing. The 10-point trailing would have pulled out over here already. Yeah, see how this, like the market's so random right now. I'm gonna take this off. I don't want you guys to think I'm in the position. It's rejecting off the liquidity, so this is a good sign. But the bad sign is that there's a sell signal here again. You guys can see, like I said earlier, when you see momentum kind of go back and forth like very quickly like that, it's not a good area to be trading in. I mean, this whole area, it's not a good area to be trading in because price is going sideways. But when you have momentum that keeps flipping, so it goes sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, etc. It shows you that the market doesn't know where to go. It's pretty much consolidating. So here's the thing, this is what makes it tricky, is that price is consolidating right here. So eventually it's going to break out, right? It's going to break out to the upside or it's going to break out to the downside. So you're kind of taking a gamble here if you're taking any trades within this area. Aside from the micro scalp, you're able to get in and out very quickly within like 1 or 2 points. So you kind of guarantee profits when price does push in your direction, but you don't get caught with the short end if price does end up reversing on you. So yeah, I'm not really looking to take anything here yet until, like I said, until volatility actually moves. Not really, I'm not even looking to take micro scalps. And it's crazy how long, so this consolidation has been going back and forth. I could draw some boxes here so you guys can kind of see. So this is a consolidation basically. Price has been moving between these boxes for some time now. It's going between the 700. So you can see over here the 700 price point. This is the magnet. Price just pulls it back to the 700, goes up, pulls it back down, goes down, pulls it back up, etc. Keeps going up and down, up and down. ATR is currently at 20. Another micro scalp opportunity right here, but I'm not going to mess with it. See, this is why I don't want to be trading when the market's not moving, because it could fill it real quick and then it'll just pull back down. Like went up like maybe 1 point, probably would have got out at break even. It's respecting this liquidity zone very nicely though. So it's rejected off it 3 times. The triple bottom right there. 1, 2, 3. So break and retest, price pushed up, retest, triple bottom. The only problem here is that price isn't really actually pushing away. We're getting that triple bottom, but price just keeps coming back to retest it as it goes sideways. It's like bottom, 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 retest. Are you still in that position, Christian? I would have pulled out already for like partial profit if I was in that position. I mean, you could hold on to it, but just for my analysis here, there's not really much of a direction. So I would have just got out. There's a lot of opportunity to pull out here. Because this thing's just been flat. Entry point is right there. Yeah, Baroxid pivots are very convenient to getting the direction of immediate trend. Also, how the gap with each other can help you know how long to you might hold on to the trade. Love these pivots. Yeah, the pivots are helpful because you can see that whenever price pushes above, it's probably gonna stay above it. So I do think it's pretty solid. It's a solid confluence for sure. And yeah, Barack said he tried to take the micro scalps today, but man, way too fast. Not for YouTube stream. Yeah, you need to be on the Zoom set to take these micro scalps with me or you need to have the indicators because they move way too fast. Even saying they move way too fast, I think is an understatement. They move like way too fast, like really, really fast. And you got to get in like right away, especially after the candle closes. All right, so we got price coming back down right here. If it does come back down, I'll possibly look for some micro scalps to the downside. It is 7:25 right now, so we're getting closer to 8 o'clock, guys. Right, opening price right now. So I'll be looking to take any of these possible micro scalps to the downside. Guys, remember, if the market's moving sideways like this isn't a good area to take any trades unless you're taking a micro scalp. Because like I said, once price breaks out of this consolidation range, you're really gambling at that point because yeah, price can go in your direction, but price can equally go the opposite of you. Because it's gonna break out in either direction, which always makes it tough. See the clean chart. Okay, so price broke below the range right here. So this is what I was just talking about, guys. Like you can be taking a buy or a sell. Eventually, price is going to break out of the area, right? Whether it be to the downside or whether it be to the upside. Your bias can be for the buy side, but your bias, the breakout here doesn't respect it. You can see over here, price faked out, and then it pulls right back into the range. So you don't want to be taking directional strategies when the market's going sideways. So like earlier, Christian, when you were talking about the momentum reversal, right? The momentum reversal is a directional strategy. Market here is not directional, it's going back and forth. This is a sideways market. So if you look at the market profile here, there's only 2 strategies that you would take for that type of market structure, right? Which would be high level momentum scalp and consolidation variation. Everything else, you need a directional market. So like the momentum reversal, you need to have market going up like this, or you need to have market going down like this. Like I don't even bother looking for any directional entries here when price is going sideways because there's just no point. And here we go, as price pulls back into the range. No surprise there. It's kind of expected. Price came down, bounced off opening price. Again, the breakout is still running right now, guys. So I'm going to look for some micro scalps here if possible. If this buy signal here closes, I'll be looking for the next candle to close after it to confirm that the momentum is valid. And then I will look for some micro scalps to follow through with it here. But directional entry should not be looking to be taken right now. Aside from micro scalps, because you can get in and out very quickly. Pending buy signal right there. We need that buy signal to close so we can start looking for those micro scalps in that direction. Need this candle here to close. Once the candle closes, I'll be looking for a possible micro scalp from here. Candle's got a lot of time on it, 50 seconds. CJ said the higher time frames look like how the 1 minute usually looks. Yeah. That was one thing that I was thinking about too. I was like, if the market stays sideways like this, we'll just have to move up to something like the 5 minute, right? I mean, the 5 minute is still kind of choppy too. I have to look on something like the 10. Yeah, the 10 minute is where you have to look for entries, it looks like. Because everything else is just choppy. All right, this candle has about 10 seconds left on it. My limit order right there.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, so made some profit on that, about 250. A little better. A little better. So, I mean, some of my accounts are in green, some of my accounts are still in. Are still like eaten up by the fees, but for the most part, decent on that one. Not great, but decent. See if I get another one right here. It's closing about 10 seconds.
Order submitted.
I got my pending order waiting up there. See if it balances and comes back up. Not far up, so probably not. Let's see. It's got 30 seconds left on it. It's got a while. Got 10 seconds left on this candle right here. Five seconds. I'm gonna cancel it.
Order canceled.
So I canceled my order right there, guys, because it was just too close. I mean, I should have left it. But it's okay. Should have left it, or I should have dragged it down a little bit. The thing is, this candle didn't have a wick on it, so this wouldn't meet the criteria for a micro scalp. It needs to have a wick on top. It's gotta have a wick. Okay, so this is the problem with the micro scalp sometimes is that like the candle will push up at the very last second. And then when it does, I mean there ends up not being a wick, right? So I think I put the criteria here for the requirements. Yeah. So for buys, set pending buy limit at a point above wick of previous candle. There's no wick there, so I couldn't have adjusted it. The order would just have to be canceled, which I did. Lamar said I had perfect entries based on my strategy. Stop loss was 5 points to short. Got stopped out. Now he's deep in profit. Yeah, it's market's tricky today. I mean, it's been tricky today and yesterday. Not a huge deal, but it's just it's the type of market that we're currently in right now. Sam said losses risk-free V1. What was that push? Oh, I know, right? The push was pretty random. Like there's no news right now, so I think the market is just starting to shake up a little bit. Like it's been pretty flat throughout the day. I mean, the breakout's almost on its way to full TP, guys. It's almost there, not there yet, but it's almost there. See if I can put my pending order here.
Order submitted.
Okay, so
Order filled.
I got into that position. No, I don't think so. I don't know, that was weird. Or I got out for like 1 point. No, that's why. It was just a quick in and out. All right, I'm going to. I mean, these are my trades for the day, guys. I'm probably gonna call it. It's not really worth the risk right now. The price kind of just going back and forth. So I'm going to. I'll just screenshot this so you guys can see all my entries for the day. And I made like a slight profit. I didn't make that much today. Some of my accounts were in red because of the fees. I didn't really get that big push today. I was trying to get one of those big, breakout moves, but unfortunately today just wasn't one of those days. So let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries here. So 6 entries for the day. I'll put that over here in the Discord. And I'm just gonna call it. There's just no need for me to force or risk anything here. Really hoping today would be one of those days where like market would be better, but it's not. Let's turn this off right here. You guys will look at my P&L here. My P&L isn't I mean I'm up for the week, but for the day, it's like some are in profit, some are not. Because the thing is I get eaten up with these fees. That's what I was saying. I think I need to change my I might need to adjust my trailing to like 2 points. Because the 1 point keeps stopping me at break even. So here are my profits for the day. It wasn't very much, locked in a couple $100 because it was just a lot of back and forth. Yeah, a lot of them break evens. And so some of the accounts here were in profit. And then some of them over here were obviously, it's basically break even because I just had to pay these fees for the day. So let's see, how many fees am I paying per trade? Let's see, 15. So I'm paying basically 75 per trade here. I'd say how many trades today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took 6 trades. Okay, so I paid 450 in commissions and fees. That's why some of my accounts are in red, some of them are in green, because obviously there's some slippage. So this is gross profit, and then this is obviously net. Because some of them were break even, some of them were 1 point, most of them were 1 point, but a lot of them were like break even. So it is what it is. It's one of those. It's just one of those days where unfortunately it just wasn't moving volatile enough for us to catch those bigger scalp moves. So like if you guys saw from the previous days, so like these right here, we didn't have any losses these days. You guys can see the fees right here. The fees kind of incorporate. So like for example, on this day we took how many trades? We took 4 trades on this day, right? So we took 4 trades. You guys can see my gross profit right here was 1,615, 2,345, and then the net here was 159. So I paid about like 200 in fees. Today I took 6 trades, so I paid about 450 in fees. And that's why it ate into my profits even more. So it's all good. I'll take my weekly profit for the day, so like, or for the week. I'm still net profit for the week, so it's a great week so far. For the day, not so great, but for the week, pretty solid. So I'm okay with I'm okay with that as long as I can close this week out in the green. So I think that's it for the day, guys. If there's any questions that you guys have, feel free to hop into the chat. Otherwise, I mean, just looking at the market here, again, you can see prices just into another consolidation. There's just no need to force any trades here as this continues to go sideways. Yeah, Brock said in this market, that is merely a loss. Yeah. Brock said I'm pleading with NQ to break for bears, but it wants to buy, kind of making me want to analyze opposite. Yeah, if your analysis is indicating for an opposite entry, then just invert your analysis. But yeah, if you look over here, so the 1 minute looks super choppy. 5 minute looks a little more directional, but still choppy. The 10 minute is probably where it's at. Like you can see there's some direction here on the 10 minute. So I mean, looking at this here, I mean, if we were to take, so it looks like you could take micro scalps on the 10 minute too. I think that would have been smooth. That would have been smooth. I mean, just as small as the others. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to look around. Well, I'm gonna try to like play around with the micro scalp, see if it like works better on different time frames. I mean, right now the 1 minute, it's okay, but it's not super great. Maybe the 3 minute might be better. Mhm. 3 minute actually looks pretty decent. Something to keep in mind. Yeah, the 3 minute time frame over here. So if we start from like 6:30, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, there's like one candle here that might be kind of crappy, but the rest of these look pretty solid. And there's not as much of a shift in momentum here. The 3 minute actually might be pretty good for this micro scalp because then it gives you time to actually adjust your pending order because the 1 minute sometimes is a little too fast. I think it's the same thing. It really it's for the most part it's the same thing. It's just the volatility here is just kind of flat. So like when you go on the higher time frames, it looks better, but it's not really that much better. It's the same thing. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I stopped looking for entries here because the market looks like it's pretty much flattened out for the most part. All right, guys, 7:42 right now. We're getting close to a market close for the day. Micro scalps for the day they weren't the best, but they did what they needed to do. Um, this week overall was okay. So the first half of the week, Monday to Wednesday, was pretty solid. Yesterday and today are not so great. So at the end of the week, at least, I close out in profit. I think that's the main thing. The main goal that you guys want to aim for is if you're happy with your profits for the week and you're in the green, then I would just wrap it up, right? So my profits for the week, let me see how much I locked in. And that's why I kind of just wrapped it up. I should have wrapped it up at 7 o'clock, but the market here has been kind of flat all day. So I decided to keep going. I'm hoping as soon as Trump gets in house next week, we're going to have more direction because that's going to make a world of a difference once we have the market actually moving. All right. So total profit for the week is 16,115, which is not too bad. I'm content with that for this week. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, all right, guys, I don't see any other questions here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Discord. If you guys are new here and you guys want to learn the strategy, just make sure to go to the website, kodikaitrades.com. Or if you're on the YouTube, go down to the description down below. It says free Kodi Kai education there. You'll have access to this course. If you want to understand how I took these micro scalps today, go over here to module 5.9. So this is what the course looks like. Just scroll down to module 5.9. It's directional strategies, momentum micro scalp. And it's going to be explained there how to take this specific strategy. The requirements are placed on there too. So if you were to look at it, momentum, where is it at? Swear I put it on there. Anyways, if you look at on there, the requirements will be on there. So just check on there. Javier is asking Sean, how does the order cancel work? So if you're looking to cancel your order, there's no fee for it. The fee only comes in if the order gets filled. So there's no fee after canceling it. You just cancel it. So there's probably an X on your screen once you place it. So once you place the pending order and you click the X, it'll cancel it out. And there's no fee charged unless it gets filled. So no fee unless you get into the position and it actually gets filled. But all right, guys, I think that's it. I think I covered everything that I needed to for today and for this week. Another reminder, guys, Monday is going to be a half trading day. It's MLK Day, and it's also Trump's inauguration day. So I'm probably not going to be trading. If I do trade, I'll let you guys know. But for the most part, I'm probably just going to sit out that day, come back on Tuesday with a brand new market that we're going to be entering with Trump. And we'll see if the volatility will continue to actually move more directional versus this sideways market that we've been stuck in for the past 3 months. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for the day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys back here on Tuesday for market open. So, all right, guys.